Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Paula and I live a keto lifestyle, and we are back in our normal setting. Me and Sapphira on the gray love seat, and I have a cup of coffee in hand. We came back on Sunday and it has just been incredibly busy since we got back home. Every time you get back from vacation, I don't know how it is for you guys, but for me, it's always like the next day thrown back into everything. And it's hard to catch your breath because you have to play catch up and you have to deal with everything that is presently going on. So it's just been a really crazy week so far, and it's only Wednesday. So today I have my little grandson, Rowan. He is 1. He's coming over. His mom should be bringing him really soon here. It's 8 o'clock right now. And I only have him until 2 o'clock today. And then after that, I'm going to be doing a friend of mine's hair. And in between all of that, I'm going to be making a video showing you what I eat in a day and any activity that I do. I'm not doing a fitness challenge right now, but I'm still trying to motivate myself to do activity. It's kind of looking stormy today. It's supposed to storm. It stormed last night. So I have to check the weather and see when is a good time to go out for a walk. I have a stroller for my grandson, so I may get him out if the weather is going to be okay. So I'll be showing you what I eat throughout the day today on a busy day. I have some black coffee right now. So I have to tell you, I think in a couple of my videos, I have mentioned that I lost my body measurements. When I first started out on keto, I did not take my body measurements. It was about maybe 6 months or so into the journey that I took my body measurements. I was more focused on the scale, but I have learned now that it is so important to take your body measurements. I highly recommend taking your measurements of your chest, your waist, your hips, each thigh, and your arms, your neck too. I don't take my neck measurements at all, but I used to sell clothing online. I would go to thrift stores and buy items, and then I would flip them on eBay. I would measure the clothing items and put it in the description on eBay when I was selling an item so that people knew, if it fit them or not. So I found my body measurements on that. So who knew? But anyways, I highly recommend taking all of your measurements, writing them down, write the date down that you took the measurements. And then every month or so, take your measurements again, write down the date, and have a nice little journal book or something that you know where it is and it's not going to get misplaced. I couldn't find this book, so I just stopped measuring myself because I didn't know what to compare it to. So this morning I took my measurements, and this was taken 6 months after I started keto, and I have lost 11.5 inches total on my body. What I did was I took my measurements and I compared them to the last time I took my measurements, and then I subtracted. My chest was, let me get my glasses on here, 42, and now it is 38. So that's 4 inches. And then I go through all of the other, subtract all the other inches, and then I just add those together, and that's my total inches that I lost. It was very exciting finding these measurements. So now I have a comparison, and I'm going to write them down in now that I have a nice journal, I'm going to write them down in there, and I'm going to keep up on them. So I just wanted to share that with you this morning, that if you're just getting started on this, take your measurements. So when you measure your bust, you're going to go right across the largest area, and that your waist is right across where your belly button is. And then your hips are at the widest part, usually it's kind of hard to explain, but halfway between your waist and your thighs. So you measure around the largest part of your hips. Your thighs, you're going to want to measure at the top, like right around the largest part, and your arms, the upper arm area. I didn't measure my neck or my arms. So if I had measured my arms and my neck, I'm sure I would have lost, I would have more inches that I have lost. But this is what I have to go from. And also, if you are someone who has lost a lot of weight, you will have some loose skin. I have loose skin from where I have lost weight. And for instance, across my stomach, I know that if I had less skin there, that my waist would be smaller, but the skin, you know, is just loose, and it's just part of life. It's part of weight loss. It's part of the journey. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about this morning. I'm sweating. Just take your measurements and keep record of them. Don't lose them like I did. Don't misplace them, because I am so excited that I was able to see the loss in inches, which may have been more if I had done it right from the very beginning and measured all of my body parts and would have kept up with them. But it is what it is. I'm excited that I found these on this really messed up notebook. So I'll be back when I make my first meal today. I'll see you then. So it is 10:15 and it's a little early for me to be eating my first meal. I usually don't start eating till around 11, sometimes even later. But my little grandson is actually napping. He gets up really early in the morning to come over here, and then he naps early. So he's napping. I'm gonna eat right now while I got a chance. And I'm having something that I just warmed up in the microwave. I meal prepped these, and it was a video for my Patreon page. I put the video on there for my subscribers on there. I am doing a group coaching program on Patreon. I have 49 people in the group now. I was originally only going to take 50. I have bumped it up to 75. So sharing tips, figuring out macros for people, sharing recipes. And this is one of the recipes that I made yesterday. I am calling it French eggs in a basket. These are my French egg recipe, and I made them in little sausage cups, and they are delicious. Look at that egg right there. It looks so good. So I'm gonna be having 2 of these. I had 2 of them yesterday, and they were very filling, and I'm gonna have a coffee, and I will probably be full for a few hours just eating these 2 cups that I already had meal prepped, pulled them out of the refrigerator. They're perfect for days when you are busy, like having a little grandbaby running around. He's actually not running around, he's still crawling, but you know what I mean. If you want to join my Patreon group coaching, it's $10 a month, and you can cancel it anytime. The link will be down below in the description. It'll say group coaching. Now I have some news. I just opened up on my website one-on-one coaching, and that's going to be more money, but it is a 6-week program, and it is a little more personal. And I started out with 4 spots available. All I'm going to offer right now is 4 spots on that certain package, because I just want to start out slow with minimal people. So this is the first time advertising it, that it is available. So if you want to go over to my website, you can find the package there, and you can click on it, you can buy it, and as soon as you buy the package, as soon as I get the email, I will email you. There's another package on there that's cheaper, and that is a 4-week one-on-one coaching, and it's going to be email communication only. So that's another option if you want to do it that way, or if the 6-week run sells out, then maybe you want to consider doing the 4-week option. So those are available on my website right now. First time I've announced it. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat my eggs, and I'll see you in a little bit. So my grandson is still here. It is 1:15, and he keeps getting into the dog bowl. That's what that is. I'm having a little snack. I feel a little snacky today. I'm having 2 of these beef sticks from Aldi. They are the jalapeno, and they are the no sugar added beef sticks. And I have a couple of pieces of cheddar here. Colby cheese here. I got a couple of extra slices because I'm gonna give some to the baby. And then I have a pickle. I have been on a pickle kick lately. I love Grillo's pickles. They're in a plastic container, and they have all this fresh dill in there, and they're so good, and they're crunchy. And so I bought a thing yesterday with the spears, because I usually get the slices. And so I'm having a pickle spear. And so this is gonna be a little snack. Come here, Rowan. And I'll be back in a little bit. sloppy joes, coleslaw on a chaffle, and a pickle. And I made the savory chaffles. That is over on my website, the recipe for that. Also, my sloppy joe recipe, I believe, is over on the website. And I know for sure it's in my cookbook. Cookbook right here. The sloppy joe recipe is in there. And very low carbs, very delicious. And I want to show you what my friend just brought me. She picked this up in a thrift store. Keep calm and eat bacon. It's a little metal sign. It's so cute. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. Ed's making his up. And I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for tonight. It's been a long day. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. See you really soon. Have a great day and God bless. And look at that. Oops, drop some on the floor. Look at that. It looks, oops. And so, because I don't know how, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you.